single in the morning. That is so cool. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where and when you are listening to this. This is Coffee with Kevin, and I am Kevin, and guess what? This is my coffee. And my my coffee cup says grateful. Yes, and I'm grateful for being here. I am really thankful for having that ability to be here and do this with you all. Mm. And my coffee is delish. Yes, it is. I have one of these one of these rising desk in my office, and I bring it up to have it at my level. And so I can stand up, so I can talk, so I can really vocalize here with you. And as I was lifting it this morning, I was thinking to myself, I want a lift in spirit. I want to rise up to the occasion of doing this. And it was great. It felt so good as I'm lifting the desk. It was so cool to do that. So I want to, I was here doing that for the purpose of doing this today. So I feel lifted. I feel like I've gotten up. Okay. And if, waking up in the morning is difficult for you guys. And it was a big weekend for me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's only 3 days. I had a 4-day weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was assisting at an NLP class, neuro linguistic programming class here in the Boston area. I was assisting, and it was like I had to get there the first day. I had to get there for 7 a.m. and I didn't get out of there till 8:30 p.m. And every other day I had to get there for 8 a.m. and I still didn't get out till 8 or 8:30. So it was a tough weekend. It was a lot of work, but it was something that was so gratifying. Because when I see the people in that class change and transform as they did, it was just so cool to me to see that and to know I was a part of it, to know I was actually a part of this whole thing. So it was awesome. It was just so awesome. So what I want to talk to you about today is letting go, the wonders of letting go. What do I mean by that? Well, first of all, I'll just start off and say, by the way, you see my cup of coffee back there? You see that? Nope, that. There it is. I can't tell which way I'm pointing. Yes, we're all about coffee. And then you see my coffee cups around there and all that. So letting go. First of all, I'll start off by saying I really dislike when people say, "Hey, can't you just let this go? Let it go, will you?" When they're talking to people who are holding on to things. It's not that easy. If it were that easy, we'd all be able to say, with no problems, let go of all of it. Unfortunately, we have these things in us. We're holding on to things that we don't let go. Things that happen to us, even things that happened to us when we were young, we still holding on to them and we can't let go. I remember the time when my aunt and uncle, said this to me, and I was in the worst mood ever, and they really just they ruined it for me, or whatever it is. Or I remember the time when my roommate did this and I got hurt. Oh, how long ago was that? 25 years ago. Really holding on to stuff. That's what we tend to do. So I wanted to talk to you about that today, about letting go. And actually, I'll go a little further, forgiveness. I'll talk about forgiveness. Because forgiveness, when we talk about this in Western culture, it's like, okay, you want me to forgive you. You're saying I'm sorry. All right, I forgive you. And then 10 minutes later or 10 days later, we bring it up. But you did this to me. And you said you forgave them. And no, that forgiveness doesn't happen. What it is you're not letting go of the problem. When you forgive someone, it's not for them. It's not for them, it's for you. You probably been told that many times. This is something we as a culture finally discovered. But even though we discovered it and even though we know it logically, it's still hard to let go. So when you truly do forgive someone for something that they did to you, when you truly do forgive someone, you actually let go of it. So it doesn't bother you anymore. And I work with a lot of people, and some people have had atrocious things done to them. And they say, I don't, I don't want to forgive them. I don't want to forgive. If I forgive them, it means I'm opening myself up to them, or I'm opening myself up to this happening to me again. No, no. When you let go, and when you truly let go of it, yes, you let go of all the anger, the animosity, the fear, whatever it is, but you bring in a lesson so that you protect yourself, so you have boundaries. When you forgive someone, when you truly forgive someone, it doesn't mean that you have to talk to them ever again. It doesn't mean that you have to be around them ever again. And sometimes we need to forgive people that are in our lives all the time. And when you forgive them, it doesn't mean that you have to be close friends to them again if you don't want to. Now, letting go. Letting go means we're just letting go of the whatever it is we have in our body towards somebody or something. Sometimes we hold on to things, events and stuff like that. I'll never do that again. And this happened to me there. You know, we hold on to that, and it just eats at us. It just eats at us. It's stress. It's anxiety. It just continues to eat at us. And you do know, and we all do know. The thing is, we know a lot of things consciously, don't we? But we don't exactly act on them or bring them in. We know that heart disease is the number one killer, and heart disease is one of the causes of heart disease is stress. Why would we want to allow whatever someone else did to us to eat us up, where we end up getting heart disease or heart attack or something like that? Why would we want to give them the power? So when you let go, you disempower whatever someone else did. In a way, they have a hold on you. They may not purposely, physically want to have a hold on you, but what they did does. So when you let go, you take your power back. You take your power back. You empower yourself. So you're probably saying, well, Kevin, easy said, like you said, it's easy to say, but how do you do it? There are a lot of ways to do it. There are a lot of ways to do it. You go in meditation with the intent, I want to let this go. I want to let this go. I want to just be free of this. And if it means that I forgive them totally and completely, let me do it. So you can go into meditation with the intent of that. You can use something called ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. Ho'o in Hawaiian is to make, and pono is right. And ho'oponopono is to make right for you and me, or to make right, doubly right. Yes. Or make right for me and my world. So ho'oponopono is a process. I'm not talking about the self-identity ho'oponopono, which is the four-phrase ho'oponopono. I'll talk about that in a minute. But ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian process, and it's a guided meditation. You can find that if you do a search on YouTube for 7-minute ho'oponopono, Dr. Matt James, you'll find a 7-minute process. And you can do that, and you can listen to that and do that with anyone and everyone that you need to forgive. That's great. And then there's the four-phrase one that says, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. These words are often more so often mistaken as to how to use them. You're not saying sorry to anyone. You're not saying please forgive me to anyone. And you're not saying I love you to anyone or thank you to anyone. So people mistake, how am I gonna let this go if I certainly can't say I'm sorry to them because they're the ones who hurt me. That's what people think. No, the I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you are said to source, they're said to God, the creator, the universe, or even to self. What this is really all about is truly just letting go. Letting go. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be about that person. You're letting go of the stuff you're holding on to. And you're letting go of the stuff you're holding on to because you know that you shouldn't hold on to it. You know that you shouldn't, let this eat you up. You're better than that. We all are better than that. We're born to be perfect beings. Yet we got all this garbage and baggage along the way of growing up. So the I'm sorry is I'm sorry for holding on to this. I'm sorry that this is here. And please forgive me means let me let go of this. Let me clear this from my memories. And the I love you and thank you. There are no two greater emotions, feelings than gratitude and love. The I love you, if you're not a believer and there's no creator, no universe or whatever it is, even to nature, let the I love you come back to you. It actually does. When you're saying this to God, it actually comes back to you. The I love you and I thank you. Thank you is like, it's a preemptive thank you. Thank you for allowing me to let this go because you know what's going to happen. If you want to know more about that, you can go to www.posseffects, POSEFFECTS.com/Pono. And I have a little video right there, POSEFFECTS.com/Pono. That's short for positive effects, by the way. POSEFFECTS. Yes. Oh, it is. I love teaching this. And if you want to just get on and talk further and say, Kevin, tell me more about this. Kevin, I want to know how I can do this. Or Kevin, does this really work? Reach out to me on LinkedIn. I don't know why I did that. Or no, reach out to me on LinkedIn or Facebook. And I'll be happy to give you more information about this because it's some of the most awesome things that I have done in my life to help get my life back, get my life straightened out and get my life moving forward. Very powerful tools. Any tool that allows you to let go is something that's worthwhile you checking out. Whether it's the ones I talked about or something else, if it allows you to let go and let go fast, go for it. Go for it. This has been Coffee with Kevin. I didn't actually, for those of you that have watched me before, I didn't chug my coffee that much today. It's still delicious. I just like to talk to you. I just wanted to talk to you. Okay. Well, this has been another great session. I wish for you to have a fantastic day, a phenomenal week. And I know that you're in control. So you are the one can make it a fantastic day and a phenomenal week. You don't have to have all these circumstances happening to you that are great. You don't have to win the Powerball or Mega Millions, whatever it was that was so great this week. You don't have to do that. You can make it a great day, a fantastic day, a phenomenal day, and a phenomenal week. Take care, all, and I will see you next week. Ta-ta for now.